Yes.
Okay.
It is not a general thing.
Okay.
It is based on individual, but generally, when you take your food, you eat your balanced diet to
Sure.
incorporate your
Carbohydrates,
your
protein, fat and oil,
minerals, and water.
So, yeah, okay. Okay, so when you said 45% of fat and oil, okay,
Also
so
20 to 40,
20 to 40%. Okay, sorry, 20 to 40% of fat and oil. Okay, now let's look at an instance where someone that wants to cook a pot of soup already fried the maybe meat or chicken is fried already, and the price of cooking the soup is still using vegetable oil or groundnut oil. So is that percentage of the fat and oil in the food the person wants to consume at that particular moment, is it not more than that 40 to 45? I mean that 20 to 45.
Actually, there's some fundamentals that we need to consider when we are talking about eating healthy.
Okay.
Number one, method of cooking play a very vital
role. Yes, sure.
So the best way of cooking or retaining your nutrients is majorly by steaming method.
Okay.
And by boiling method. Okay. Yeah. Most method of cooking, when you cook and cook all over again. For instance, for your egg, there are some people that will cook egg. They will boil their egg. Yeah. At the same time, they will still put it in their stew. You are denaturing those protein, so you may not actually get what you're supposed to get from that nutrient. So we have some fundamentals or principles that we need to look at when we are talking about eating healthy.
Okay. So now moving to that question, because I was about asking that questions. So what are the fundamental principles of eating healthy? Because now you just mentioned some people. Before you answer that question, I saw a video online that says when you want to cook your egg, you shouldn't put your egg inside your rice to boil alongside with your rice. Okay. That it has its own effects. It has a damage that it does to the rice, and by the time you consume it, it brings up there are some things that actually happens and the likes. So I was like, I was wondering what could be the cause? But just boil egg, it is still the same process. Now you put inside your kettle, boil inside water and boil. You put inside the rice, it is still the same thing. You are still boiling everything. So with what you just said now, with the cooking of boiled egg already inside the stew again, what are the fundamentals? How are the proper way we can actually make our food healthy?
Thank you. Number one, factors we need to consider, or principles we need to look at, or fundamentals we look at: balanced diet.
Okay.
Now we need to consume varieties of food. Food groups, like I said, in right proportion.
Sure. Yeah.
Then 2, whole food. You patronize consuming unprocessed food and whole grains. Then number 3, you eat regular meals. Yeah. Consistent. Let your breakfast be your breakfast. Let your lunch be your lunch. Okay. And let your dinner be your dinner.
Our breakfast shouldn't be brunch.
Yeah. Then you can eat. Then you snack. Then what are you snacking on? You snack on your fruits and your vegetables. And it's going to shock you that there are some fruits and vegetables that some individuals cannot take.
Okay.
We had to put some portion control.
Okay.
Yeah, when it comes to some vegetables, for instance, because of their high glycemic index.
Okay.
Yeah. For instance, for a diabetic patient, when you want to what is it called? When you want to tell them you want to plan their menu and you want to tell them to snack on, at least you tell them maximum from 10. Your breakfast must not be between 8 and 10. Okay. Your lunch between 1 to 3.
Okay.
Your dinner 6. Then you can snack in between. For someone that has high blood pressure, so you can recommend, there are some fruit that they can eat freely that will help them to crash the sugar. For instance, cucumber. It's a very good vegetable that crash sugar drastically. We also have walnuts.
Okay.
Also crash.
That was what we call asala in Yoruba.
In Yoruba, yes.
Okay.
Also have the garden egg. I don't know the Yoruba now. Garden egg.
Garden egg. That's, I think, Igba.
Igba, yes. Yeah. They crash. Even onions crash sugar level drastically. So in that case, you can tell them, for someone that has high blood sugar level, you can tell them to feed on that. Then you quantify those fruits that are highly glycemic. For instance, watermelon. This time you have to quantify based on the ranges of their blood sugar ranges. It is individualized. It is not a general thing.
Okay. All right. Thank you so very much for that. Okay. So, how does it impact the overall health and well-being of an individual? Because when you see someone, like, you can even actually denote, like, this person is not eating well, and this person is eating fine, and there will be some people, like, you see them, they are all looking all pompous and everything, and you're like, this person is feeding well, but in the actual sense, that individual is not even really feeding so well. So how does nutrition, how does it impact the overall health and well-being of an individual?
Nutrition has a profound impact or significant impact on overall health by affecting our energy level. It fuels the body for optimal functioning. It also helps growth and development, supporting growth, repairs, and maintenance of tissues. And it helps immune function, boosting the immune system to fight diseases. Immune system, when you feed more on vitamins and vegetables. The mental health, influencing our mood, our cognitive functions, and mental well-being. Then it reduces the rate, like I said, diabetics too. Reduce the rate of some chronic diseases, heart-related diseases, as like diabetes, like I said, hypertension, like I said. Then weight management. Weight management. Okay, so
nutrition also has to deal with. So, okay, but there are some people that obesity is just in their gene, and they don't even really eat most of these, because people with obesity, we believe that they feed more on junks. That's why they are obese. So, and there are some people that it's just in the family trait. How can those kind of people, how can they manage it with the proper nutrition?
When they are obese, that means they have to reduce. They have to be on low carb diet. Okay. What did I mean? Low carbohydrate diet.
Okay.
Yeah. Then with plenty of vegetables.
Okay. So any food like carbohydrates, any food that is high in carbohydrate has to be reduced. In fact, they can actually stay from those ones that are complex carbohydrates. For instance, food that we get from cassava. Okay. For instance, they are eba, yes. Flour, yam flour, cassava flour, so they can stay away from those ones. Then you reduce. That is when part of the fundamentals. That's where portion control comes in. It's not. You don't have to. It's not like because I'm obese, I don't have to take this. I don't have to take that. You just have to control. Just portion that size. You control your carb with plenty of vegetables. Then you put your protein. This time around, probably plant-based protein. Okay. Yeah. Examples like
the one you can get from soya beans. We get tofu from soya beans.
Yes. Okay.
So that also can reduce
obesity.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for that. Okay, we'll be going on a short break, and when we are back, Health Plus still continues. Don't go anywhere. This is Omoluwabi Radio 87.7 FM.
Our health is our wealth. It keeps us surviving. Your health is your wealth. Hey, hey. It keeps you alive.
The voice of integrity, 87.7 FM.
Omoluwabi 87.7 FM is calling on small businesses, large enterprises, corporate organizations, religious centers, and more to place their adverts on the radio at affordable rates and take your business to the next level. Visit us at Mokola Hill, Ibadan, or call 0905 339 5550. Your business will sure prosper.
This is calling on all telecom subscribers who are yet to link their national identity number with their SIM to visit the nearest office of their service provider with a valid NIN for verification and linkage, or risk losing the lines permanently. Your service provider will confirm your national identification number in the database of the National Identity Management Commission, NIMC, and help recover the bad number after successfully linking your NIN with your SIM. A link will then be sent to you to automatically link your NIN with your phone number. This message is brought to you by the Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC.
For the best in news, talk and music, Omoluwabi 87.7 FM is your best dial. Keep listening.
Your health is your wealth. Hey, hey. It keeps you alive. Your health is your wealth. No one can deny. It keeps you alive. Your health is your wealth. Hey, hey. It keeps you alive. Our health is our wealth. It keeps us up. There as one. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh.
Okay, welcome back from that short break. It is still Omoluwabi Radio 87.7 FM, and the program is Health Plus right here at Omoluwabi Radio 87.7 FM with your wonderful host Eboluwa Adubu, and my guest is still with me in the house, Mrs. Akonwo Olabisi, a nutritionist from Adeoyo Maternity Teaching Hospital. And the topic of our discussion is nutrition and having a healthy diet, and she has been making some she has been doing justice to the question so far, doing justice to nutrition. And she said nutrition is basically having the 6 compounds of food, which comprises of, you have the carbohydrate, the protein, the mineral, the fat and oil, water, salt, everything compiled together in your meal, and having them in a proper proportion. Don't have your carbs too much, don't have your proteins too much, don't have your the water, don't make it too much, don't just make everything in the proper proportion. And she also said something about people with obese. You don't have to eat everything you see, just eat a little carb and make your protein let your protein, your vegetables, let them be on the higher side. Okay, so I'm going to be asking, what are the benefits and risk factors of popular diets? We have a lot of diets. Some people would like, I just want to be based on eating carbohydrates. Okay, I just love eating carbohydrates. Example, okay, I have a friend that she's obese, and when you ask her, I don't want to eat anything carbohydrates, she just wants to be eating vegetables and proteins. And I'm sure there is always a side effect to anything that is too much and everything that is less. So what are the benefits and what are the risk factors that surrounds this particular manner of having a nutrition like that?
Yeah, we have so many popular diets. We have the keto diet.
Okay.
We have the vegan diet.
Yes.
We have the gluten-free diet.
Okay.
We have the low carb diet.
Okay.
For keto diet, the main it's a high fat diet.
Okay.
With a low carb and a moderate protein.
Okay.
A high fat diet from 70 to 80% of daily calories. Then a protein, a carb of from 5 to 10% of daily calories. Then a moderate protein of 15 to 20%. Then it's very important. It reduces seizures. It's actually a diet that is meant for those that has epilepsy. Okay. It reduces seizures in epilepsy patients. It's also used for weight management. It also helps to improve sugar control. Yeah.
Okay.
Then for the vegan, it's strictly plant-based diet. You exclude animal products. Also, it's very good for weight loss management as well. And so the risk of those, most of this, the risk you get from this is the nutritional deficiency, nutrient deficiency.
Because you are slacking from one.
If it is not properly planned. It is not properly
what about
planned.
the gluten-free diet?
These are diets from, we have some grains that has protein. Okay. Protein-free diet from plant-based.
Okay.
So also helps in weight and control as well. But one of the risks inadequate for deficiency, it also has a deficiency of some nutrients as well. Okay. You are at risk of nutrient deficiency as well.
Okay, all right. Okay, now I want to ask, what is the difference between food nutrition and food supplements? Because there are some people that will be like, okay, I just this food is nourishing, and they'll be like, okay, on the other hand, I still want to go for food supplementing. Like, okay, but before I go into what the difference, I want to ask, what is food supplementing?
Yeah, food supplements, you can start from supplementary feeding. We have from children, so you understand, from 6 months to 8 months. Generally, 0 to 6 months is exclusive breastfeeding for children.
Yeah, sure.
So you start complementary feeding. But actually, in nutrition, what you need is you have what you need in your diet, in your food. Just get it. You don't necessarily need to supplement, except for exceptional cases. Like I said, we have X status where we have to supplement.
Okay, so what are those exceptional cases?
But then I've told you, food. You get it from food. From your food. Not you get it from your food.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for that. Okay. Before I continue, I'm going to be taking these health news because I give you the health news and let you know, keep you abreast on what is going on the health decks. Okay. The first health news I am having here is: do not use rotten tomatoes to prepare food. Expert warns Lagos hospital caterers. Do not use rotten tomatoes to prepare food. Experts warns Lagos caterers. Following the economic hardship in the country, stakeholders in the food sector have cautioned caterers operating in Lagos General Hospital against using rotten ingredients, especially tomatoes and pepper, to prepare meals for patients. The stakeholders warned that The infrastructure and the advanced medical equipment provided at the Maru General Hospital. Okay, so back to the question I asked earlier. Okay. Okay, so back to the question I asked earlier. I said, what role do micronutrients?
Micro.
Okay. Micronutrients.
Micro this time, not macro.
Okay, micronutrients plays in maintaining healthy diet.
Yeah, micronutrient consists of vitamins and minerals, and they play a crucial role in maintaining overall health. One, by regulating metabolic processes.
Okay.
It enables the body to convert food into energy.
Okay.
Two, it supports immune functions, helping the body to fight off infections and diseases. Like I said, minerals, micronutrients are minerals and vitamins.
Okay.
And so they help in supporting immune functions, helping the body to fight off infections and diseases, maintain healthy cells and tissues, enabling growth, repair, and maintenance. Then also has this active preventing conditions like heart diseases, related heart diseases, and diabetes, like I said, vitamins and minerals.
Okay.
Then also vitamins and minerals, they work together. Both of them work together to support energy production. They maintain healthy skin, hair, and nails. You see someone that feed more on their vegetables, which is a very good source of vitamins. You see their skin glowing. Yeah. It also supports reproductive health. Then maintain healthy red blood cells.
Okay. So you said vitamins and minerals, they work together. But if it is in if it is in a very high proportion, does it not have any risks in the body system?
That is why we said nutrition generally, right proportion. And that is why as an individual we should have a food diary, and we should also go for dietary assessments. This is where the registered dietitian and nutritionist comes into place. So you can do all this general complete blood that shows the level of your minerals, vitamins, protein, and everything in the system. And if there's any deficiency, then they can come up with a plan. Okay, reduce this. You understand? Reduce this particular food, which is a source of vitamins. Reduce it, so they can sit down and you work with your health care professionals, your registered dietitian or your nutritionist.
Okay. So now I want to ask, like, what are the best sources? Because now you mentioned micronutrients, and you specified like majorly. I would want to say that majorly micronutrients is like saying that you are eating more of vegetable minerals and vitamins. Food that contains more of minerals and vitamins. What are food that produces others, like other things that nourishes the body? Like, let's say omega-3. Food that has a very high level of omega-3, food that has a very fat. So food that has high level of fiber, that is rich in fiber. What are those things? What are the functions of these things in the body?
I've said those ones are, when we talk about the classes of food, we classify them as macro and micronutrients.
Okay.
The macro are the carbohydrates, the protein, and the fats. The micronutrients, immediately you use it. That's why you say like 3 to 5 servings of your vegetables or your fruits in a day. 5 servings of fruit. As you're taking it, your body is using it. Your body utilizes it immediately. So it's not what because I take watermelon today, tomorrow I'm not taking watermelon. It's something you need to take on a daily basis, because your system absorbs it
every day,
immediately. You know what? You understand?
Okay, all right. So I'm going to be asked, what are the best sources of these essential, especially omega-3, omega-3? What are the best sources? Because when you ask people, they'll tell you the best source of omega-3 is, okay, you can actually get it from fish, you get it from, but are there other ways of getting omega-3? Maybe from plants or from our okay. My guest is trying to answer that. I'm going to be taking my last news from the health desk, and the news says expert calls for gender sensitive approach to tackle Nigeria's TB burden. Experts calls for gender-sensitive approach to tackle Nigerians' TB burden, tuberculosis burden. Nigeria's struggle with tuberculosis TB continues, with the country ranking among the top 100 global in terms of TB burden. Experts at a 2-day captive strengthening workshop noted that a gender-sensitive approach is critical to addressing the disease, especially in men. The workshop, which concentrated on health reporting with a special focus on tuberculosis in Nigeria, was organized by the Light Consortium with support from other partners. The TB burden in Nigeria is a complex issue, and we need to tackle it from multiple angles. Okay, so this is a group of people tackling TB in Nigeria. Okay, now moving on to the question that I said earlier. Okay. All right, I'm going to be going on a short break right now, and when we are back, I'm going to be going on a commercial break, and when we are back, Health Plus still continues right here at Omoluwabi Radio 87.7 FM. Don't go anywhere.
Our health is our wealth. It keeps us surviving. Us one. Your health is your wealth. Hey, hey. It keeps you alive. Your health is your wealth. No one can deny. It keeps you alive.
Hello, with everybody for you.
My Sabi people, how una dey? Na Sabi people dey listen to Sabi Radio. Omoluwabi Radio 87.7 FM, na dem be Sabi Radio.
At break time, when my champ needs to keep going, he's going to need his favorite snack, made with the goodness of malt, milk, cocoa, and crunchy Niger-grown maize, containing calcium, iron, and fiber.
Break time is crunch time, so give your chance this delicious crunchy delight to keep them winning all day. Milo and a snacks, snack of future champions. Milo!
Hello?
Hello there. I'm at the hospital right now because the kills are seriously ill. I've been on a long queue and the doctor is here to attend to me. I don't know what to do again.
You know what? How about the numbers I gave you while leaving?
Oh, the e-doctor numbers?
Yes.
Call them right away. They will attend to you immediately.
Hello?
Darling, just like magic. Junior is playing. Even Princess is eating like an adult.
You know I've told you to calm down. Our family is covered with e-doctor premium plan. With eDoctor, you have access to healthcare at your fingertips. Stop wasting your productive hours while waiting in the clinic for doctor. Subscribe today to any of eDoctor plans and enjoy online chat and call consult, laser therapy, medical outreach, and home care services. Simply dial 0704-714-2000 or 0701-000-8670. Log on to www.edoctor.com or visit us at eDoctor, number 2 Ocean Street, New Bodija, Ibadan. eDoctor, inspiring wellness.
The dial that makes your day complete. The radio that keeps you updated with fresh news stories. We keep you informed with our educative programs. Not forgetting to entertain you with good music that keeps you refreshed. Omoluwabi Radio 87.7 FM, upholding integrity, educating the society.
Cholera is a deadly disease that spreads through contaminated water and poor hygiene. Say no to germs with Hypo. Disinfect your home and drainages with Hypo bleach. Wash hands frequently. Stop open defecation. Wash your toilets with Hypo toilet cleaner. Together, we can prevent the spread of cholera.
What's up, Niger? Can you feel the vibe?
I'm feeling vibes on vibes.
With the loudest banger.
Another banger.
Omoluwabi 87.7 FM. Here to redefine urban radio experience. With amazing sound.
We the best music. They play themselves.
Intriguing shows.
If you lie, I'm gonna run away from you.
No,
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. If you lie, look into my eyes and tell me that you didn't miss me.
And engaging content.
So, what's your contribution on the show?
Okay, are you talking about this cashless country?
You will love radio more.
Your health is your wealth. Hey, hey. It keeps you alive. Your health is your wealth. No one can deny. It keeps you alive. Your health is your wealth. Hey, hey. It keeps you alive. Our health is our wealth. It keeps us all together as one. Oh, oh, oh.
Okay, welcome back from that commercial break. It is still Omoluwabi Radio 87.7 FM. In case you are just joining us, this is Health Plus right here at Omoluwabi Radio 87.7 FM. You can also stream us live on Facebook at Omoluwabi 87.7 FM. Yeah, that's our Facebook link at Omoluwabi 87.7 FM. There you can get to see what is going on in the studio. You can get to see my wonderful, beautiful face and the face of my beautiful guest. Okay, so I asked a question before we went on that commercial break. I said, what are the best source of essential nutrients? For example, omega-3 and probiotics. Okay, and I also asked a question on what are the nutritional needs of specific population, because while you were talking earlier, you said everything has to be in proportion, and you gave the proportion of the food intake that each individual has to take. So I'm going to be asking, what are the specific proportion? For example, let's say pregnant women.
Okay.
Because some pregnant women will just because they are pregnant, they'll just consume everything consumable. You just see them eating this, eating that. They are just eating everything all together. What are the proportion of this?
This prevents birth defects of brain and spine in the fetus. Then iron. They should also take 27 milligram per day. Then this support the mothers and fetus increased blood volume. Then also calcium, 1,000 milligram per day. It supports fetal bone development and the mother's bones health as well.
Okay.
Also protein. And the key food, they can get it from leafy green, the folate, the iron. They can get it from all these green vegetables.
Okay.
Then they can also get their folate and vitamin C from citrus fruits and berries. They can get their protein, iron, fiber from legumes and beans.
So they eat a lot of beans.
A lot of beans, a source of protein not only for the pregnant woman. Beans is a source of protein.
Yeah, to everybody. Okay. All right. Okay. What about the older people? How should they have their proportion? Because these older people, that's when they come in contact with different disease, different ailments, and they just maybe because last week I talked about how to care for the older people, and maybe because of the nature of their job, they're retired and they're just staying home all day and they're just eating, and they're this food is not even working in my body. Maybe too much of carbohydrate, too much of protein. So in what proportion should?
Because they are not active. They are more elderly people. They are at home sitting down. So they should feed more on low carbs and more vegetables, and then their protein.
Okay, all right.
Moderate protein.
Okay, they shouldn't take it in excess.
Yeah, fish,
everything.
Preferably fish. We say they go for the low-fat fish.
Okay.
Like the
low-fat fish.
Fish. Those ones that has those scaly fish. We classify them as a low-fat fish. Those ones that has the smooth skin. We classify them as the high fat fish.
Okay, all right. Okay, so this is where I'm going to be rounding up the discussion segment. Here's with my guest in the house. Okay, thank you very much for coming. But before I round up the segment with you, is there any word of advice you want to give to the general public on how to feed healthy, how to stay healthy with a proper and nourishing diet?
Yeah, food comes before medicine. If you eat well, they will stay away from the hospital. Thank you.
Okay, like you've heard, food comes before medicine. So eat well so that you can stay away from the hospital. Because with this economy of Nigeria, don't eat food that will put in trouble. Okay, before we go, I'm going to be giving you some health tips. I do give you health tips once in a while. Okay, so I'm going to be giving you some wonderful health tips that can actually help you and help your skin. And what is this health tips I'm going to be giving you? I'm going to be giving you some 5 best ways, some 5 simple ways to protect your skin from dryness. For those of you that have dry skin, or for those of you that are even experiencing dry skin, like, oh, my skin is too dry, why is my skin this dry? Yeah, these are some 5 simple ways that are very simple for you to just actually practicalize in the house. Number 1, use warm water. Some adults often criticize warm water, especially for bathing or cleaning. Make sure when you are bathing, use warm water. If it is even maybe twice in a week, 3 times in a week, just make sure you use warm water to bathe. However, one of the best baits for having healthy skin is to use warm water to bathe. So make sure you use warm water to bathe once in a while. Don't make it too hot though, just something lukewarm. Then a gentle approach. When you wash your face or your body in general, make sure you wash it gently. Don't wash it because I'm in a hurry, let me just wash everything and just do it like that. No, make sure that you wash your face gently, you wash your skin gently, you use a gentle approach when washing. And make sure at least in a day, make sure you wash your face like twice in a day, 2 to 3 times in a day. Use a gentle approach while washing it. Then another simple method is use a mild. Another from dryness is to avoid the use of harsh soap. Use something that is friendly, skin friendly soap. So get to know the kind of soap, the kind of products that you are using. Make sure that the kind of product that you are using is something that actually works with your skin. It's not a soap or it's not a product or a soap that when you use it, you discover that you're having skin rash, you discover that you're having any sort of things on your skin and you're looking like, what is going on? Maybe it's the weather. It is not the weather, it is the product that you're using on your skin. Then protect